Bar and restaurant owners in Savannah counting their blessings tonight after city leaders voted to slash the proposed increase for alcohol license fees. While there is still an increase coming down the pike, it will be significantly smaller. So WSAV's Christine Quayle downtown for us tonight with more on what this means for local businesses.
So Ben, it's Friday night, it's the holiday season, and people are certainly out and about this evening with many of these bars and restaurants packed. But going forward, owners are going to have to pay more to the city if they want to continue to serve alcohol to their customers. And even still, that increase is only about half of what was originally proposed. That's thanks to a decision that was made at a city council meeting yesterday.
It just came on very quickly. They didn't give us a heads up, so I think a lot of people were shocked. And they felt like it wasn't very fair.
We had a meeting like 2 weeks ago or so. Revenue Department, we called all the alcohol license holders into the meeting and essentially gave everyone their renewal packets and then started explaining here's what the new fees are going to look like, and everyone's jaw dropped.
The original proposed increase was about 40% more than restaurant and bar owners pay now for alcohol permits. And for several people we spoke to, that would not have been cheap.
The alcohol fees are about $5,000. So a beer license, for instance, is $1,500. They were taking it to $2,500.
The time crunch was also an issue for many of those affected.
It's a lot to do with the timing of it and how drastic it was, because we have to renew our license in a week.
At a Thursday meeting, Savannah's aldermen voted to lower the fee increase to 20%. Still, some are wary of a notice of any fee increase this late in the year.
This actually comes from the city needing to balance their budget every year in December. And to make up for shortfalls, they've got to find money in other places. So I think this year they just looked under a rock, and that rock happened to be alcohol licensing.
City Manager Jay Melder did say at Thursday's meeting that the funds from the licensing fees go toward enforcement of alcohol licenses, not revenue. But restaurant and bar owners, especially the smaller ones, say while they know tourism is a large part of Savannah's economy, they don't want to get left behind.
Savannah's a rapidly expanding town, but some of the small businesses like us and, 6B next door and everyone that's got an alcohol license in town, the small guys take the hit harder. When you have like a big hotel or you've got a restaurant or something downtown that's like a 500 or 600 seat restaurant, I think some of those businesses can absorb that a little easier than we can.
The city's changing. There's a lot more hotels. That changes the whole plane. So you just got to figure out how that balances out and affects everyone.
The biggest thing that business owners who I spoke with today said they're worried about is how they're going to pay their employees well and keep their prices competitive with the increased fees. Now, the last time the city increased those alcohol licensing fees was 2018. Reporting in Savannah, Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.